Hey there, everybody. Or nobody. I mean, I did do the thing where I posted the stream very last minute. But yeah, let's see. What is. But yeah, let me get everything set up. Hey there, hey there. The Okay, so here we. Yeah. So UI. Oh, sorry. UI is in a user interface, like the GUIs. The flat. Yeah. hmm Like the buttons and stuff. Buttons and text and icons. Hey there, Razor. Hey there, Squid Stick. Thank you all for stopping by. Greetings. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do some cool UI work today. So that's exciting. Just let's see. Does Figma pop up? Where did I put that? Yeah. So part of it is we're going to be working with Figma a bit for me to get some ideas down. I'm not super good at Figma, but mhm. Yeah, well, like you know how in Superhero Life 2 when you go and customize your character, that had the character UI in it. Like the parts that weren't 3D, that's UI. Um, how am I? Radiation going? Doing all right. Um, y'all are giving me a headache with the backwards text. Okay, so the let's see, where is that? Oh, it is Horsecat is angry with me, so I'm going to save that and then um, okay, I'm going to reopen it. hmm Yeah, no, it's a game dev term, so it's not like the end of the world if uh Fortnite is my screen inverted. Oh, well, very thoughtful of you, radiation gun. All right, I'm not reading any more backwards messages. Ugh. Okay, making a game is enough of a headache as it is. Hey there, Duke. How's it going? Yeah, we're booting up Studio after I accidentally broke a core app of it. Oh, that's sweet. I hope she enjoys it. Let's see. All right, so here is how things are going to work first. Okay, so host serve. Wait for that to boot up. Really? Okay, I think that was one of my first. The 18 changes failed to apply. Why not? That's stupid. I've literally never seen it before. How did these changes fail to apply? What? I'm just paranoid. I'm going to lose my mind. Did the did Rojo break? I'm pretty confused. Let me just do a fresh install of all that. Yeah. Who would wins in a fight? Red Rage or Captain Cool Guy? Captain Cool Guy, for sure. Well, because remember, it took all the entire team to fight him. It's kind of like who would win, Thanos or Captain America? Thanos, It's like when the entire team has to come together to win, they would win in any solo match. Okay, so scripts, workspace, yeah, okay, scripts, workspace, Wally install. Okay, no, there goes the terminal. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, Captain Cool Guy. Yeah, the Captain Cool Guy has a complex legacy, both being your first ally, but ending up your worst enemy. Which I think, is probably the right fate for a tutorial bot, because I know not everybody cares for the tutorial. Okay, so now that that's happening, so let's try this again. Okay, so now plugins, Rojo, connect. I'm gonna go crazy. Why aren't these working? Okay, I saw that they made a release for Rojo today, so maybe that is what happened. Maybe they broke something and immediately had to like fix this. Okay, so we have Rojo. Okay, so I'm gonna add that to. Okay, so let's go to the foreman, roll up this one. So Haftman Rojo 7.2. Oh, I think I know what's happening. The app, the plugin itself is 7.4.0, but the one I'm using is 4.1. So that's probably what's happening there. So let's get that going. Hey there, Zayden. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you again. Let's see. I think that, yeah, no, I think that, well, I think that also kind of makes sense. Like nobody would say that like Doc Ock is stronger than Spider-Man. Like, and so the idea that the villains have to team up to win makes sense because the hero usually always wins. So um, yeah, like at least in the long term. Going to go crazy. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're downloading some stuff. I think I should like make my own superhero preset designs, and you should take inspiration. Well, I mean, hey, by all means, I love seeing people put their spin on the original characters. That's always a fun thing to read in the community creations area. Let's see. So now, Rojo. Okay, so let's go with Rojo plugin. Rojo plugin. Rojo plugin install. Don't know if that did anything. Plugins folder. Let's just try that again just in case. Okay, yeah, so it is adding that. So that's cool. Even though it still says 4.0. Oh well. Okay, so now Rojo serve. Yay, it worked. Success. I haven't seen too much Flash, admittedly, in a while. But okay, so we've gotten that fixed. Now okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Um, so basically, so what I've been working on is kind of cool. We're gonna have so let's see. Can I do this maybe starter group instead? Yeah, just keep it around. But in order for the for different so that we can have more complex UI elements, I needed a way to make sure that I could position the character around the screen. Now I could use a viewport frame. However, the problem with a viewport frame is that it doesn't have as good rendering and it can't handle certain things like mesh parts very easily. Skinned mesh parts. Like there's a lot of logic which does not render in a viewport frame, and so I have to make it render in real life. And with that in mind, let's see. Let me. So I have created. I've done a little bit of math so that if I have a little box and put it somewhere, I can then assign it, and it will actually, and then I can select areas to like for it to zoom in on, and so now I can just put this box anywhere. Like say that like this box goes from something which is a let's say that I want to have this box cover half the screen. I can do that. I can just type that in and then position it, and yeah, and that's kind of what I've been up to. And it of course handles dynamically different scaling. Yeah, but I think that this will allow for like a much better, more flexible system for actually customizing stuff. It also supports rotation, though I haven't hooked that up to any UI. It just supports it in the code itself. But yeah, y'all have no idea how much of a headache it was to get this logic working. Let's just look at some of this math for a second. Like we are doing like full on trigonometry and stuff, which I haven't had to remember in a long time. We're generating angles. We're doing field of view calculations and like clipping planes and a bunch of different logic. But as a result, I can pretty consistently get a decent framing for the character. And so that's going to be really, really, really helpful because now, for example, say that we wanted to have the character being customized over here at one point, but then say we wanted to do customization on the lower half of the screen, we could, if we put UI at the lower half of the screen, we could then do, first we could move the thing to the center, and then we could actually alternate, the window and move it up. Sorry, move it up, not to the side. Yeah, and so we could put the UI down here. And I think that that is going to be very handy. And let's see, like we can literally expand it if you need more space. We can do that. It's not perfect, especially not when I rotate it. You'll notice that, for example, if I was to not rotate it and just do this, well, okay. For one, the floor currently is getting in the way, so I do have to find ways to work around that. Uh, okay, see, there we go. Yeah, but it'll try to position stuff perfectly. Um, yeah, but anyway, there's who's the Superman of the team? Probably the closest is Red Rage, but they're very different personality-wise. I didn't necessarily get inspired by Superman too much. I've grown to appreciate Superman a bit more nowadays, but they were never really my favorite growing up. You know? Yeah, but who's the most useless member of the team? I don't know. I don't think I'd call anyone useless. I'd say that there are some which get more opportunities to shine than others. But like, even with Aquaman in the Justice League, like, are they useless? No. You just need to have them in their right element. When they're underwater, they're unstoppable. Like Superman versus Aquaman underwater, Aquaman wins. Superman versus Aquaman, literally anywhere else, Superman wins, And that's what makes a team valuable. Everyone can specialize. But yeah, so just I'm really liking the this little setup. Let's Yeah, just being able to switch to like these different views and then be able to select different parts. I really like the part selection. Like that way you can do things like if you're customizing the head, you can see the head. If you're customizing, the torso, we can see that stuff. I think that's very helpful. But yeah, so excited for that. But yeah, what's the name? What's the team name? Because every team has. It was Valor Six. Yeah, as Dupe said. Um, No, no, it's all good. Yeah, the Valor Six. That's the canonical name. And I believe the reason it's six instead of ten is because I think one of the people is not clearly a hero, and then the others are vigilantes, and so they wouldn't necessarily join an official team. You know, so it's just yeah, yeah. But anyway, so let's close that for a second. So now we have to do something about UI design. Um, let's see. Let's move this back to be full screen. Um, Actually, let's make this smaller. Okay, there we go. So this should allow me to have a pretty flexible image when I do the. Is it showing the Figma? It's not. Okay, that's frustrating. Okay, so that works. All right, here we go. The Figma is a pretty awesome. Dang it is over my face. Feeling over my head. Okay, there we go. hmm Yeah, life is okay. Yeah, so we have these different screen uh, proportions. So I want to support both portrait mode and I want to support portrait mode and what is it called? Portrait mode and landscape mode. I think that'd be that's pretty good. I think that honestly, my hot take is that people, if you port a game to portrait mode, a lot of people actually will have an easier time playing it. Um, it's just not a lot of people do that, and so everyone's used to having to deal with sort of the lower quality. But I want to make my game portrait mode compatible. So that means making the UI portrait mode compatible. So viewport. Okay, so let's make this a component. Uh, so how about, so let's just start by making it bigger on this screen. So when you customize your character in the game, you should be able to see them. I think that's a reasonable standard. Um, okay, so then with the landscape mode, I think, yeah, we should have, okay, so let me move this over here so I can actually see y'all's screen. All right, so, oh, you made a joke hero? Those are always fun. Captain Cool Guy was actually a joke hero originally. I was told by a friend and colleague of mine, Deepak, that my game needed a tutorial. And so I was like, okay, how do I make a tutorial in a weekend? And what I came up with was a Captain Cool Guy, but because I didn't really consider myself a lore creating type at the time, I still not sure if I should. But I just kind of made them as a joke, and then 200 million plays later, the amount of superhero like two decisions that were done kind of as a joke or not really thinking it through is actually absurd. I did not. I was kind of just doing whatever I wanted for that game. But yeah, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is funny looking back, considering how careful I am with a lot of other stuff now. Okay, so so we have these. Okay, so and then we're just gonna do it one more time with centering it here. Okay. In fact, we should just support full screen for this. But yeah, okay. So we have, oh, whoops. Okay, so we have these three different setups for the most part. What you mean, Dup? I'm open to it. The gradients, I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but in general, solid colors are better than gradients for readability, and that is the only thing I'd consider, um, you know, for because for not like first and foremost, I want this to be, I want this to be something easy for people to use, um, and yeah, so that's the first goal. It must be hard for someone with that as thick a skin as Hulk to give themselves the injections for diabetes. Did you all see they're curing diabetes? They did some stem cell stuff. Yeah, that was really cool. Um, so what I'm planning on doing is I have access to the material design. I literally ported a bunch of material design elements to Roblox and made them open source in case anyone wants to use them. But as a result, the let's see, I am going to be using a lot of material design stuff. That's kind of what we're locked into here. And as you can see, there aren't too many gradients per se. So that's kind of the direction we're going here. I think, I mean, by all means, Dup, you're welcome to make a mock-up. I'm certainly no like I'm not like the authority on good UI design by any means. So please, if you have any ideas, I'd love to see them now and rather than later, you know. Today is the day where we figure out this stuff. But yeah, let's see. I think question is, how should I be doing character customization? So I guess let's make let's just start by doing like an item list or something, you know? Like let's grab a container from where is that what they're called? No. They're called, how do I close cards, that was it. Okay, so let's see. Horizontal card? No, that's kind of, but stack card? No. What was it? Is it a carousel? No. Well, yeah, the dialogues, dividers, horizontal, icons, lists. There it is. Okay. Dang, that's a it slowed things down for some reason. Okay. List, menu, navigation bar, navigation rail. Okay, so I do like the navigation rail. Let's get it from the dark mode. So list items. And all UIs should be bright yellow. Comic Sans on white. What if when you click a GUI button, I guess add a jump scare? That's good for the onboarding. Um, yeah, well, actually, the UI customization, like the colors are actually somewhat dynamic. Like my plan is that you'll be able to change based on the color of your character. It'll actually shade the UI slightly differently. That's one of the cool things that I got from the material design stuff. Okay, so I think where is it? So it's not snack bars, text fields, top app bars. Um, okay, so I think, okay, so top, am I allowed to ask for it to only be the, snack bars? Okay, so let's move this down. Tabs, text fields, navigation. Okay, so how do I change the schemes? I might just have to accept that I'll be designing this in light mode just to keep things easier. Okay, just know that dark mode is supported. Is everyone okay with that? Okay. Um, let's change this. Let's change these all to back to white mode or bright day mode, not white mode. Let's see. All right. So it takes up a bit of space. We'll see. We'll see. So navigation bar. One goes at the bottom, right? I feel like that doesn't give us enough flexibility. Navigation rail. Okay, I've already added that. So am I just not remember? Okay, so it's navigation drawer. Okay. Navigation drawer, that could be pretty handy. You just have this sort of pop open and give you different options. That could be pretty good. Um, so let's see. In fact, though, that does kind of lock in the idea of, I guess, so let's add a menu at the top. Where's the, not what do they call those? It's not carousel. Navigation, progress of search, sheets, sliders, snack bar, switch, tabs. It's not tabs. Though tabs is something I want to do. Um, yeah, I think that could be pretty good. All right. Yeah, sure. Let me check. Community art. Um, sorry, no. Community. Is it community art? Um, community discussions, maybe. Could you double check the names because I don't. I see some good character designs in community art. Mock up for menu. Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. So I it looks like we have. Okay, I see what you mean by the gradient. I'm not necessarily opposed to a gradient. In fact, there's this thing in material design called a scrim, which is where you do this kind of stuff to make things pop out more from the background. However, I think in our case here, I much more feel that my main goal is going to be usability. And because I already have so many elements sort of ported from the Google, from this library specifically, um, I definitely will probably be doing more in the style of this. But I definitely I do see why this appeals. I think that looks pretty good. But yeah, so thanks for making that. Uh, yeah, I think the one thing that if you're interested in sort of what this will end up looking like in terms of the UI, here's the UI library I made. And so you can see these are the kind of elements that I have available. And there are a lot of them, a heck of a lot of them. My favorite's probably the switch. Uh, and yeah, and so we're just gonna assemble things together that way. Let's see. So let's actually make a what should we make first? I guess sort of the character selection, or maybe like asset selection or something. Like, okay, we're gonna call this okay, let's see, the app bars. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so I'm gonna put an app bar up here. And so the app bar is going to allow for us to have that sort of navigation stuff. Hey, glad to hear. Cool. I like trains myself. Yeah, I actually live right near a train now that I'm in Denver. There's so many cool trains here. Well, dude, I guys, I love it. You understand that 70% of the people who play this game are on mobile, right? It's not a PC game. I just wasn't a good developer for it. That's why it kind of looks like it. The hyper majority of people are playing this as a PC game, sorry, as a mobile game. And so, yeah, yeah, no, yeah, yeah, no. I mean, like the thing is, mobile apps look the way they do because they're usable. Like have you ever had an issue in a Roblox game where like a button is too small and like you accidentally press the wrong one and you can't really read it, or things kind of clip off the sides of it? Like that's or just there's just too much info on screen. Um, those are problems that every developer faces when porting things over. And honestly, at this point, if you're making stuff for a mobile audience, I found and others agree that it is much easier to make your game mobile first than port it to PC. And so that's what we're doing. Yeah, so I definitely you are completely correct. It looks like an app, and that is fully intentional. Um, yeah, because yeah. Um, why are y'all like this? I okay, on the chance that you're a troll, you know, okay, on the chance that you're genuinely, there's no way you're not a troll. Please don't use that language here. I'm glad you think that. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. Exhausting. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, you're right, dude. I was like, I'm sitting there thinking like, in any world where like a person is like like if I was generally a black kid and like totally just using the word because they can and being edgy, that's one thing. But like to have to use so many different characters to bypass the filters, then it's like okay, this person's going out of their way to say it, and that's not it's not something which you could do in good faith. I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, you know, rather they come after me with that kind of nonsense than be rude to y'all in the Discord. Um, let's see. I have watched Injustice as a series of what's it called? I have watched Injustice as a series of cutscenes. I have never played it. I don't know. I wasn't. I'm not a huge fan of fighting games, not in like any ideological sense. Just I don't have good reflexes. In the sense of like what person would go evil and take over the world? I mean, well, canonically, Captain Cool Guy did. Captain Cool Guy kind of had that kind of evil Superman moment. So yeah, yeah, you're right, Squid Stick. Yeah, uh, Dupe. There's actually if you look up Superhero Life 2018, like what was it, Incredibles event or something, you can actually see um, a boss battle between Captain Cool Guy slash Calamaton and everyone else. So there, yeah, no, he is the canonical villain. No, definitely a sympathetic one. They're no Thanos, but they are the ultimate threat. And I think I just want to say that I was worried about AI before it was cool, and hence why Mortal Metal and all this stuff is about like machines going crazy. Yeah, well, well, no, well, Cool Guy. I don't think he's an alien. I think he's an AI, if I remember correctly. Unless I said something else. I thought he was an AI. So yeah, there is an alien in the starter characters, definitely though. So um, well, I mean, I don't. I think the lore is probably too late to change, Dup. Sorry to tell you this, but there are aliens in the superhero life universe. So we can have someone else be an alien. Mortal Metal is definitely a game. That is true. Most game of all time. Yeah. Okay, so we have these different things. Okay, so I want to make a woo yes yeah. Yeah, say hello everybody to the most talented artist on Roblox. What? He's not from he's from Earth, y'all. I don't. I feel like that was pretty clearly put. That's one of the few lore things that's actually in the Superhero Life 2 game itself. Like I didn't even add that retroactively. Like he was always sort of a UI based. He was kind of like Cortana. He's our version of Cortana. You know, yeah. Oh, sorry about that. How many people have joined, right? Let's see. Yeah, in case y'all didn't see in the Superhero Life announce chat, I shouted out this super quality game being made by one of the artists from Superhero Life 3, who is and Syndicorp is getting is in that game. So, a lot of cool stuff. Definitely join that if you haven't already. Yeah, the yeah, save our server. But yeah, no, it looks like we have a good amount of people. Looks like you've got an extra what, 20 people? That's cool. Yeah, but no, we're trying to encourage him to release to get that out, something which this community is good for. We gained 200. Yeah, now that's growth. Yeah, those are those infinite numbers. So the name it's for the game itself is jumping between a few things. However, if you go to Superhero Life 3 announce Discord channel, you can find the server to it where he'll post stuff as he finishes it. But yeah, so let's see but yeah, so let's get a good. Okay, so y'all, we need to decide what we're gonna put for the buttons for the lists. Okay, so what kind of item do we think makes sense for um, selecting stuff? Because we want to have the visuals. So I guess, okay, so how about list item supporting text? What's this called? Okay, all right, so we have this. Yeah, no, I'm hoping. Well, yeah, I think that we're gonna get a lot new people into it, and a lot of those people are gonna be the preset characters. Heck, like because I'm totally fine with the idea of making the of adding a lot more preset characters with time. Like every week we could introduce a new character, Overwatch style. Okay, so let's see, where's Evan the Oh, Becky. Brian, did the invite not did it expire? You goof. Okay. Okay. Ah, dang it. Okay. Well, gotcha. I just swapped it out. Should hopefully not cause too much of a problem. Okay, so auto layout. Um, well, it's good of your friend to look out for you. Okay, so so we're gonna call this asset list, and let's see if can I make it okay, yeah, clip content. Okay, so now we can create this as a component. Okay, so convert, create component. I will say I really like Figma. Um, I hate that Adobe owns it now. That feels like I'm setting myself up for suffering. Well, no, no, your friend. Yeah, I do not blame your friend. The second you said that he was that like your friend killed it, it's like, oh, okay, that's reasonable. You know, that's good friend behavior. That's what that is. Friends don't let friends get you know, their servers overwhelmed. Okay, okay. So I feel like we should put something up here. You know, like maybe hmm, we could put that down there, and then corporal. You mean corporate? Look, y'all, I don't know what to tell you. When you say corporate, I see this supports every device. Nobody, you know, no, it's reactive, it's clean, it's readable. Like, okay, maybe I'm crazy. Were y'all playing Superhero Life 2 for the UI? No way. And now that I've said that, I know everyone's going to be like, no, I played it only for the UI. Shut up. No, I get it. The game will still have character. It's just the character's not going to be in the UI. You know? It's like I promise I'm not I'm just I'm just making it usable. The UI, in my opinion, is supposed to fade into the background most of the time. I don't like UI with too much character. I think that's putting in the wrong spot. Like I think that when a game does a good job immersing you, the UI kind of fades into the background, you know? Um, so yeah. Yeah, y'all played despite the UI. That sounds closer to my understanding of things. But yeah, so I think so let's all right, so asset categories. Asset subcategory tabs. Okay, so create component. Yay! So we've made that. So now, how about we can, what was this one? Maybe like masks, uh, armor, or how about, let's see, emblems, armor, suits. Okay, asset. Okay, let's keep it list item. We don't need this one to be all of these to be perfect. Um, okay. I no, I'm sorry that your UI sensibilities are from like are from 2010s Roblox. We'll add gradient where it's appropriate, but for the most part, for readability, you don't use gradients a lot, you know? My gosh, yo. Okay, no, I'm not taking this from y'all. This is okay. Check this out. Check this out. All right. No, the let's see. So synthetic source component checkbox preview.gif. Sorry, wrong one. I meant to do switch. I always get it mixed up, switches and checkboxes. Okay. This is what the UI will look like. Okay? It's going to look like it's going to be colorful. There's going to be colors. It's going to glow. In fact, this the whether it's like red, blue, or green or whatever will be based on the color your character is. So red rage you would have red UI, you know? Snow Sister, blue UI. So like, yeah, it's just like the goal here is to design the UI in an agnostic to color way so that we can dynamically change it in real time. Okay. Um, let's see. Actions, assets, color. All right, so texture. All right, so items, texture. I know that the UI, the actual buttons don't, the actual icons don't make sense. All right, okay, okay. So now, like, the whole point in this is to make something that we can use again and again and again. You know? After this, what am I making? That's a good question. I'm not sure yet, I guess. I think that once I finish the character customization, I'll probably go back and do some powers. But like around that point, we'll start doing testing, you know, once we have the core gameplay done. Um, but yeah, so like here's the thing. I'm not opposed to like, you know, having like UI that's exciting, but I do think that we shouldn't get distracted by that, you know, because once again, nobody's playing this game for the UI. But people here, okay, here, if I haven't expressed it clearly enough, someone joins Superhero Life 2. They enter the editor. They can't figure out how to change the color of an item. They don't know how to escape a certain menu. The button that they need to press is actually off screen and they can't reach it. That person is not coming back, you know? And and I think that like my number one goal of this, if I have to sacrifice excitement and character for usability, I will. Because once again, nobody plays this for the UI. However, the UI does block people from actually doing the fun stuff. Yeah, no, I promise. I'll let you be a tester, dude. Don't worry. Um, so the let's okay. So I think that question is, what's the best way to do this when we have it sideways? Like, all right. So let's okay. Outfit or something. Like you know, like we'll just okay. So create component outfit title or something. Um, and so now we can add this here. Let's actually combine these together into a menu of its own. So we have, so what's this? So we have that. asset list action bar. We need to move this in. Action bar. Asset menu. Okay, so we can move this out, create it into a component. Um, then move a copy of it here. Oh yeah, no, we're not removing cool guy. Yeah. I don't know exactly what role they'll play in terms of the onboarding user experience. Like they'll be in the game, but they might be in it as more of like sort of a like for all I know, I'll make them into like a robot that you like spar with or something, you know? Like in terms of the onboarding, I really want to take a fresh look at that and you know, so we'll figure out that as we go along. Um, but yeah, the all right, so that's looking pretty good. Now let's figure out what to do with it over here. But he's in the UI. He's on your screen. I don't. I was this a plot twist to anyone else? Did anyone else think he was an alien? No, no. Etika, I mean, hey, I'm not opposed to having him be powered by alien technology or something. But you know, that's not what happened. Let's see. Yeah, they like you know I'm fine with them being I'm fine with them being alien technology based. Is everyone okay with that? Everyone on board with that? Okay, so how do I make this? Okay, so clip content, add auto layout, horizontal layout, parent component, select component, instance options, attach, push changes. Well, we have, oh yeah, no, we will have a lot more hair pieces for sure. Does anybody remember how to do this? Oh wait, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's hug, and then there is, okay, so we don't want fixed width. We want fill container, and then fill container, and then fill container. And then for that, we want, okay, so now, exhausting. Come on, you're supposed to, I thought I got it. You know, it felt like I got it, but I did not. All right, so let's try this again. So, da, 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 da. No, like y'all, I literally have okay, okay. Let's take a brief pause and check out this. Hair indices. I have 544 hairs. Okay? Is everyone okay? Okay. Yeah, some of them are duplicates, and they won't necessarily all appear. But like, know that I've already gone through the process. Not yet, Ryan. Balding arc after Superhero Life 4. Um, yeah, I think that how why does anybody know Figma? Can somebody help? Why is this not working? Independent corners, absolute position. Okay, auto layout. Come on, layout grid. Got it. Maybe I just need to. Oh, wait, I think I figured it out. It's because under it, fill container. Okay, got it. So you just have to go a layer down. Okay, now I got it. Now I got it. Okay. See, I know what I'm doing. And never any doubt, never any doubt, y'all. I always knew what I was doing. When I was born, they were like, "Wow, this baby knows what he's doing." I didn't understand them though. I was told this later because I only knew what I was doing. I didn't know what they were doing. Okay. Okay. So that should. Okay. So fill container. Okay. Yeah. So now we have this, which we can. Dang it. Okay. One step forward, two steps back. Okay, so why are you not doing a layout? Okay, so it should clip the content. No, no. Oh, no, wait. No, asset list should shrink. No, it should fill container. Okay, yeah. Okay, so asset list. Okay, now we got it. Now we got it. See? Okay. Um, okay. So now we have a flexible asset menu component, which we can use, hopefully, across these areas. Ooh, but man, I do not like the way that that bottom menu looks when it's just here. So maybe what we need to do is in the case of this, hide these. Well, actually, wait. I'm fine with the top one still being there. And then we can also move this in a little bit more. Hide these, and then maybe this is where we go and do the action rail instead, where we're gonna bring this in. Navigation rail. So what? So this was called originally. This was called the navigation bar. And so let's. Okay, so let's reduce this to. Okay, so we're gonna make this items again. Texture. Configure. And we're gonna create a component out of this called action rail, and we're going to modify it so that it hugs the contents here, but then expands to fill the container here. And now, look what you've done, Ryan. Now they're just going to be talking about my hairs. You started a new community trend. Hey, let's see though. I guess it was only a matter of time. I am a very hairy guy. Hmm. Okay, so now looking at this. So I think that this is workable, but oh no, we gotta find a way to have this back in here. Okay. I don't like the padding. What's up here? Why is it so padded? Okay, so that let's how's this handling the padding? Oh, it's massive padding. All right. What else? Okay, that's better. All right. So now the we have these. I should start moving the components over here. It's called being organized. Let's see. So let's close that. Okay. All right. So we have this. Hmm. Okay. So in terms of now we just have to make this all fit over on this side, which will be interesting. Um, let's see. So what are some things we might want to consider to do differently for the PC version? Hmm. See what do y'all think of this? Does that make sense? I guess is there a horizontal version of this? Sorry, a vertical version. That is the horizontal one. So I do like that concept, but not sure how I feel about the actual implementation. Okay. All right. I guess question is how should we title these? Hmm. I guess we could just not have the title in the same way, but okay. Right. I think I'm going to make an addition to the thing. I think that we're going to have to consider the fact that with all of these different items, we're going to have to do some more advanced search bar stuff, you know? Um, let's see. Okay, so where'd the search bar go? There it is. Okay. So let's have this one. Search items. Okay. Maybe where did all this go in oh, so let's actually let's just organize the components a bit. So components. Let's organize them too. Okay, so now where are we? Okay, so we have layouts. Now we're going to organize them too. Okay, so now how should we actually fit this in? Because we want to have a search bar, but I'm definitely open to people being able to make their own teams and groups and stuff. I think that'd be fun. I just need to actually get that going. Okay, so material.io design. Um, so I'm trying to remember under what circumstances I can use different components. What would a search bar look like here? Um, would we put it at the top or the bottom, for instance? Okay, so closing that. Okay, so now we want to have that expand fill container hug contents, and then we want that to be. I did a. Okay, so now all this in mind. Okay, so going back into this, we have. I guess we should set an actual color background for this. Fill. Okay, that's pretty good. That does mean we have to get the padding a little bit more right. Okay. 10. All right, cool. Yeah. I always don't know how to feel about PvP because on the one hand I can understand why it's good for when you don't want to accidentally kill your friends. But I don't know, something about being able to randomly kill someone on your team accidentally just is adds so much fun and danger. Like these are weapons you're using, you got to be careful with them. I don't I'm not a huge fan of PV of no team killing. Sorry, was I saying PvP? I meant no team killing. Like I want people to always be able to accidentally blow up their friend mid fight. That just makes for good fun game moments, in my opinion. Um, okay, so how's the best way to do this? This isn't too bad. Okay, I'm going to make an adjustment where instead we're going to make it so that we're going to be building this around the idea of pop-out menus. Okay, so buttons, progress indicators, buttons. Where did those go? Bottom sheets, badges, uh, styles. Uh, These almost look like AI. My goodness. Um, let's see. Where's the go full screen button at? Oh, that's here somewhere. Well, you probably won't be able to equip all 544 hairs at once. That would probably crash the game. Um, let's see. Typography, full screen, expand, open. Oh well. Okay, we're just gonna have to imagine. Um, all right, let's go with this one right here. All right. Um, how did I do it with the Mortal Metal? Not Mortal Metal, as synthetic. Oh yeah, yeah. So this is called Figma. I definitely recommend it for prototyping UI. There are even a few tools that translate this into actual code, but I haven't done that as much. I usually just use it to sort of get my ideas down, plan out the actual functionality. It's pretty nice. I the only problem is Adobe bought it recently, so if you don't like Adobe, so yeah. But as far as I'm concerned, it's the most in terms of the value you can get out of Figma with a relatively low learning curve, then nothing compares. That's why Adobe bought it. Sorry, I'll get over it one day. Okay, so I think I've decided how I want to do the buttons. Buttons. Okay. Hey there, Brooklyn. So, Raph, congrats on making that UI in a Blender. I don't think I could ever imagine doing that. That would break me very quickly. Okay, so let's can I put this under it? Hmm. And then let's add an auto layout under it that always moves everything. Hug contents, hug contents. Okay, so now we have this. We can, uh, no, that's not what I want. Fixed width, fixed height. Okay, so then I can move this to here. I can add some padding. And then that should update across all of these in theory. Hmm. Why, how do I get this to, How's it going, Brooklyn? What you been up to? Okay. So delete this. Bad move. Mistakes were made. Okay, so now we have that, and then this is set to be hugging the contents. How do I get this to go to the far side of it? Okay, so maybe why doesn't this offer the same degree of like customization control? Okay, so maybe if I just move the button directly under it instead, that could get me what I want. Oh yeah, it's Figma. Yeah, good call, Blocks of Matt. Hey, I'm I'm glad to stop by. No, I'm excited too, and thank you so much for playing all this time. Yeah, the roleplay scene in Superhero Life 2 has always been interesting. Huh. Why isn't it letting me do just one? Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. So now, okay, we have this, which should hopefully mean, okay, yeah, so it's shown up here. Nice. Okay, so we can have all of these, though I don't much care for this actual color. So maybe schemes, primary container, primary. Okay, something like that. Really? That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that you were able to make a lasting friendship in there. Okay, so yeah, so now, yeah, that's probably the coolest part of Figma. Um, is the ways that you can sort of configure things to uh, like to actually like fit together and such. Okay, so viewport, fill container. Okay, so now and that way you can have much more dynamic scaling of things. Okay, so fill container. What's going on here? So auto layout looks like some we need to learn how to scale this a little bit better. Okay, well I don't want to change the size of the phone, but I do want these to start behaving a little bit better. Oh no, yeah, the fail role plays. I've been hearing complaints about those for years. It is very funny how often someone will like be annoying in a game, and then someone will just come up to me and be like, "Hey, this person was annoying to me." I'm like, "I'm so sorry to hear that," but there are millions of you. I cannot micromanage that. Um, but hey, I am looking forward to having an actual moderation system in the remake, though. So the power, I have reworked the powers to an extent, but at the end, but I haven't made any new animations or particles or anything. Really? Oh, enjoy Comic Con, Bloxomatic. Yeah. I actually had a booth at Comic Con back in 2018. I was one as a Roblox developer. It was fun. I met a few people. Yeah, the yeah, cons are definitely fun. Okay, so question is, how do we continue to get this working? Okay. Oh, also, we should probably have a page selection thing. Oh, okay. Components. Okay, so we want to have a little page selector. Okay, so move that over. How do I want to do this? We might just have to do this the old-fashioned way. Okay, so we're gonna have, let's see, we're gonna have some buttons. Um, okay, we're gonna have, okay, so we're gonna take one of these. Um, well, actually, okay, so let's take this, move it. I'm gonna move it for instead of a layout. I'm gonna put it in the components area. Hey there, Freddie. How's it going? Oh, sorry to hear that, Bloxomatic. Hopefully they'll be there next year. Oh wait, it looks like they are. Oh, and you did buy a ticket. Oh, dang, a whole roller coaster of emotions. Okay. Yeah, best of luck getting to see that one year. Okay, so fill container, hug contents. I don't want the fab in here. I want I want this to center the stuff, and I want to add a text element. Um, okay. Okay, so now we're going to move this up. Almost. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to put that here. Going to put it in here, or not. Maybe this is just how it was meant to be. Copy. Paste. Okay. Copy. All right. Thank you for stopping by, Bloxomatic. Welcome back anytime. Okay, so what color is this? So this is surface 2. So let's surface 2. Where's that? Oh no, oops, looks like I accidentally selected the label. Okay, so auto layout, add that, center all this stuff. Why is that not centering? Hug contents, hug contents. They're splitting up fine. What's going on here? Oh, it's because it needs to. No, that's not it. Hmm. I feel like this might just be. There's definitely a Figma learning curve that I'm getting used to, or not. Hug contents, hug contents, hug contents, hug contents. Gonna go crazy. Welcome back, Eric. Is Red Rage good at his therapist job? Depends on what they need from the therapy. If they need to be told, get your life together, just motivational. I think Red Rage might be all right at that. As to other things, it's definitely not a therapist you go to for every problem. How in the heck? Oh wow, that's a lot of. That might be part of it. Okay, so layout grid, selection colors. Why aren't y'all behaving? Is text just not allowed? Is that what I'm learning from this? Okay, I'm just gonna go get a chip. That's a UI term. Where did they put them? How have you been, Eric? Yeah, the we're working on the UI right now, so that's exciting. I've been preparing for this for years. Well, here it is, chips. Okay, so let's go with okay. Really, you landed in Slovenia? What you doing there? Family? Okay, I'm adding the padding to just the search bar. Oh no, wait, that actually added it inside the search bar. That's not what I want. So now, do this correctly. There we go. Really? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, definitely let me know how it goes. Oh, sorry to hear it's so late. Yeah, thank you for stopping by though, despite the late time. It's always good to have you here. Okay, so let's get rid of the padding for this. And instead, okay, so hug contents. Okay. Fill container, fill container. Uh, One step forward, two steps back. Okay. Fill container, hub contents. Fill container, hub contents. Fill container, fill container. Really? Okay. Well, hey, yeah, stay as long as you like. We're going to be streaming for a while, so yeah, it's mostly just me working with Figma and battling, people saying that you're making it look too corporate, which I'm not. Ugh. Making it look usable on a mobile device. It's different. Yeah, it's annoying because I think it's such a clear upgrade. But, every change is controversial at some level. Yeah, it doesn't look corporate enough. Yeah, it hasn't once, talked to me about synergy. Can it really be corporate without that? Where are the buzzwords? Okay. Um, where's the AI? Yeah. hmm We don't believe in intelligence at Nightcycle Studios. Sorry. Uh, okay, here's the issue. There was offset padding. Okay, now, so now we have this. So I'll call it page menu, create it as a component. Um, Fill container, hug contents. All right, nice. Question is though, how do we? Okay, so let's now move the page menu to the bottom of the assets menu. Okay, so we're gonna be a bit more resourceful with this. Oh, whoops! You got to select all of them. List, page menu, add auto layout. We're gonna fill container, fill container. Then this one, fill container. All right. Oh, so it looks like we're gonna have to make it add a layer to it. Okay, so what else am I doing? I should add padding, I guess. Um, all right. So let's okay, so let's go with one of these. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we have primary, so I guess so secondary container looks like that. Um, and let's see, what's tertiary container? Or I guess surface container high. No. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so we have secondary fixed. Okay, well, maybe we can just make this a different color. Secondary fixed, and then instead of that, we'll have on secondary. All right, beautiful. Okay, so that's looking okay. Um, I feel like we should be able to support a second asset menu in here, you know? Like if we want to. Let's see how that looks. So we're going to add auto layout. We're going to make it a horizontal one. We're going to have it fill the container, fill container. We're going to have fill container. All right, nice. So let's see how that looks. So I think for when it's up like this, I do think we should hide one of them. And then we should have expand to fill the container. But with these, where we have more space, I think that that looks pretty nice, actually. Okay, so that's looking okay. Question is, where should I put the outfit? Let's see. Menus, navigation, I guess. So we have different navigation bars, rails. Let's see. Are there going to be icons of items? Depends on the item. For powers, we're going to do like, your typical vector icon, but for the other ones, we're probably going to do a mix of viewport frames and like whatever image they had on the Roblox catalog, you know? Um, yeah, so sorry, I'm just trying to think of how to best. Okay, so top at bars. How, I feel like there isn't too much on this in terms of like landscape mode. Like a lot of UI design isn't made with landscape mode in mind, and so you get kind of some interesting situations. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. Hmm. Okay, so we're going to add this. Right, we're going to add this top bar over to here. Okay, so now we're going to have it, and we're going to have it share the space with search bar. Okay, so first let's add auto layout to make it go horizontal. We'll have both of these try to, we're going to have this one hug the contents, but then we're going to have this one fill container, hug contents. This one is not hugging contents very well. Hug contents, hug contents, hug contents. There we go. Okay. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to add, hopefully, some padding between the two. Okay, so now, okay, contents. Fill container, fill container, hug contents, hug contents. That this isn't going perfectly. Oh, it's because I didn't add an auto layout. I was like, why aren't any of these working? Okay, that makes more sense. Contents, fill container, fill container. All right, so this is looking better. Search bar. Search bar is pretty big. Fill container. And we don't need the leading icon for this, but we really do need to get the padding for this figured out because it looks pretty bad without the padding. Let's see, 20. Why is there still a gap right here? Let's figure that out. I guess hide that, okay. It's more workable. Welcome back, Zone. Am I muted or something? Why are you always talking like you can't hear me? My goodness. It's a worrying thing to hear. So I am definitely open to having powers become more of a complicated connected system. I don't know if I'm going to do auras. I feel like auras at the end of the day should still remain a fully cosmetic thing in terms of the visuals. It's just, because there's going to be someone out there who wants to use it to like make their character look a certain way. And so, I think that at the end of the day, Superhero Life 2 and the Superhero Life series in general should support you to make the character visually how you want it first, and then behave how you want it second. You know, but yeah, that's my view of it at least. And because I'm the developer, my view is pretty pretty important, I guess. But no, that's the plan at least. Um, okay, so outfit title. How do I make this look a bit more um, okay, but point is, I think we have a pretty good. Oh, gotcha. Okay, no worries. It is possible. It is. Are we talking about CJ the X? They're fun. I like their videos. They're high energy though. I feel like I need to have energy set aside for when I watch them. But whenever I do, I enjoy it. The Jeff Bezos video is probably my favorite. Um, okay, so I'm gonna swap out the this part with making the title just whiter. Okay, there we go. Okay, that looks better. Can I make the text size a little bit better, a little bit bigger? Okay, this is fine. Do. Um, hey there, Buff. Well, thank you for stopping by. I I hope you get through this busy day without too much trouble. Okay, so I think I'm getting pretty good at this, which is good. But I'm not sure how I feel about the mm, yeah. I am all the J's. Move over all the Jedis. I am all the J's. Um, what to do? What to do? Okay, so I guess. Okay, so I'm thinking of. So we're going to do overall navigation using a side rail, and sorry, not a side rail, a one of those little menus that pops out. What is it? Lists? No, menus, kind of. Navigation drawer. That was it. Okay, so we're gonna have a navigation drawer that pops out, and this will be something that becomes full screen for other ones, but in our case here, we are actually going to so auto layout, viewport, hug contents, fill container. Okay, so fill container. All right, so nice. We're going to use this as kind of a one of those little go-to areas. Okay, so now I have this fill container here. Okay, so let's move this in and have it, no, wrong one. Hug contents, no, fixed width. And now how do we make these? Because I want it to be smaller on this side of it so we can actually see the character screen. Zone, what on earth are you talking about? Is that I'm guessing that's rap lyrics or something? Let's see. Fill container, fill container, of contents. Okay. Not like us. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I only know the lyrics for that one. Thank you, Real Dragon King. I appreciate it. Okay, so with this, okay, so I can hide that. Um, all right. So I think I've gotten the basic layouts down for that. I think I'm gonna pause for now for tonight. Thank y'all so much for dropping by. Oh yeah, I heard about the secret daughter. Though I wish her a good life. Yeah. See everybody. Thank you so much. I want to get to, tonight. I'm going to work on actually implementing this. So we're going to have some basic navigation hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you again, and I will see y'all next time. All right. Peace.